in 2019, and still 2019 I luckily get a time to go back India for another 2 years to roll back in my previous company to do a African global market survey for them.
Okay.
So later on that, when I traveling across here again, I get another good opportunity to come back in Ghana with Jospin Group of Company. And I'm lucky to have this opportunity because here more challenges in the recycling market which it come across to deal with that.
So now you are leading the team at UPPR.
Yes.
What is UPPR and what do you do over there? What's special about you?
UPPR is Universal Plastic Products and Recycling Limited Company, where we do recycling. All waste material come across Africa and across the border of Africa. People are bringing material to us, where we segregate those material, find the proper type of material, which we do another molding. Like we are using the HDP material, we are using the PP material, then there is a LDP material. These are the three material what frequently we are using to produce a waste management product and household products.
So what type, I know you have bins, you have bowls. Can you share with us some of your product lines at UPPR?
We mainly concern with the waste management product, which is waste management product like 240 liter waste bin, 120 liter waste bin, and one portable 60 liter waste bin, which is a household commercial activity also we use it. Apart from this waste bin, we are doing the household buckets, which use for every household to carry water from one place to another place. Same like the bowls are there, there is a lily basket is there. So altogether more than 15 products what we are molding in UPPR.
15 products?
15 products.
So do you sell to industrial concerns, companies, or do you sell to individuals? And do you sell direct to the market, or do you use some channel intermediaries? How do you operate?
We have a diversified range in the market. Like there is an agent sales in the market.
Correct.
There is an industrial product like people used to buy from us, which is custom molded product. We are doing for that. Then there is a line of furniture series also where we do table and chairs. That table and chair, every domestic application we cover in that. Then apart from those other items, it's go techno-commercial, like go in different areas. Some people use our product for protocol testing of their new things like the bowls and other things.
So if we want to buy from you, what do we do? Where should we go? Who should we talk to?
We have a traditional sales network point where our sales and marketing manager is getting a report from the dedicated number where you can approach on that. You can go on our website also. You can go on a social media platform also. Everywhere our presence is there. So contact the company, there is a toll-free number on company where you can contact and get your information about the product and your demand of product, what you are looking for.
I see. So in your career, when did you first realize that your job is not just to manage people, but actually to lead them, to give them a direction, to share a vision? When did you discover, hey, this is a leadership discussion, it's not just management?
During my earlier career, when I started in 1999, I come across my position where I see people is not only taking my instruction and guidance, they want that I should direct them to teach them so that they understand the way that traditionally we can do the work. Many of the people in our manufacturing line, they are not very much techno commercial or techno skillful. So labor worker, they always require some direction to guide them and mentorship. And I see their keen interest, they always approach me rather than sometime not going to their immediate managers. So I realized that they need something more than that of me, so that I guide them and take them to a position where they can lead themselves also.
Okay, so in your own leadership journey, what are some of the core values for you that are non-negotiable?
Obviously, which are not negotiable. First is my integrity.
Integrity, okay.
We cannot compromise on integrity because this is the key element. I wish everyone should follow this integrity, because without integrity you cannot make your decision ethically. When you lose your integrity, you are losing yourself. So keeping yourself, keep your integrity, be honest and be punctual. Those are the things which make you daily, consistently, step by step, to grow in your leadership, to contact with or connect with your pupils.
Well, but the challenge of integrity and ethical conduct and honesty is that it's not so easy to pursue. I mean, recently there have been news stories about some 8.1 billion CD problem with some auditor report, and everybody is talking about it on TV and radio and saying things like, how did you order for cars? The cars were never delivered, and yet you pay the money, millions of CDs. So issues of ethics and corruption and integrity, it's a problem across the whole world. So what kind of ethical dilemmas have you faced as a leader, and what decision did you have to take to ensure that you stayed on the right path?
In the world, there is always two type of things go together. That
Correct.
is right or wrong.
Correct.
People, when we used to say integrity, it's not a thing which is cheap and everybody can buy.
Absolutely.
It is within yourself.
Absolutely.
So most of the system, it's not one man person get distracted by someone.
Correct.
But someone who see, at the same time I see many people who resign their job because if somebody push them to do wrong thing, they leave the place. Because they cannot compromise with their integrity. When it comes to ethical, corporate sector is little different from real ethical life and the professional life.
Okay.
So in the corporate sector, if you see, there is a management, a corporate top ladder is there. It is not come down to top side, it flow from top to bottom side. So some people lose their ground to remain ethical are they. So they just try to play that they believe there is nothing will going to happen, somebody shelter them. But sometimes it is not happen. But it's very important when you remain calm with your choice of work, your ethics. Very rarely people is shaken to do the wrong things. So what we have observed in our life, so throughout this career of 27-year life journey in plastic, we never compromise with the quality of the products. We never compromise with the dealing of the workers. So those things is bring like if I go on a right path, maybe challenges come, but we pray God that we cover it up and overcome all these things.
Interesting. Now, sometimes when you are leading people, as a leader, you can see the vision, it's clear to you. But when difficult times come, those who are following you, they start to wonder, will it work? Will it be okay? So how do you communicate the vision you have as a leader to move people from just complying to become committed, dedicated, extra mile people, work harder? How do you communicate your vision as a leader to get the followers to be excited and run after you?
It's very interesting question.
Okay.
So if you remember, everybody in his life, when they just grown up, if some people lucky, they have their grandparents.
Correct.
So I connect myself that during my childhood, when my grandmother is telling me story to guide me some directions. So that concept is always remain in my mind.
Correct.
So in my study time, then after in my professional time, when I come to pupil and I see the pupil who is below me, or he is even over me, I try to telling them a story about some things.
Correct.
Which is related to our job and work.
Correct.
So normally it's worker level, if you see, all are not go through the proper education, proper skill training. What everybody is interested when they see a movie or picture, they resonate themselves very clearly.
That's correct.
So we try to telling them story about our job. No matter our job, that what is our real vision, but we try to bring that vision in those people through telling them so small story about the task, and they are willing to do and achieve those things.
So you communicate it through little stories, life experiences, to
Life
get them to understand.
Then telling them about how this thing is going to be happen.
Correct.
Just like guiding our children in our home.
Absolutely.
How we brought them up.
Yes.
So they are learning in that way.
Okay. All right. So when crisis hits, when there are challenges, and people are defeated, they are deflated, they are discouraged, they don't know whether they should continue or not. How do you whip up hope in them and tell them tomorrow will be better than today? Keep going.
Yes. This brings a lot of confidence in me myself. I personally believe we go through a lot of challenges in life. Study, career, profession, all those things. What I learned from my father itself. Stay calm in any of the situation.
Oh, okay. Stay
Give
calm.
time to yourself.
Okay.
Analyze the thing. Don't get panic and don't be in rush. Because as you grow up, you come across so many things in daily routine. So when it comes, we need to be very patient, very calm, and let my team to be give them hope because they are depend upon me. So I give them a hope that, oh, this is the time, no problem. Time is today like this, tomorrow will change. Because nothing is permanent in your life. What comes today may not come tomorrow, but day after tomorrow we have a hope. So we can succeed in that way.
So that's how you tell them tomorrow will be better than today.
Today.
Give us 3 compelling reasons why we should buy UPPR products and not your competitor products. 3 compelling reasons.
The 3 compelling reasons, first, most far important, now this is made in Ghana purely. Second, the product what we are providing, we are the leader in that industry. And the capacity what we are built in our machine, only we are able to give them. No matter there is few competitor also there. But the price factor, because of recycling, what we are giving to them is not comparable to other people who are selling those products. So looking at the Africa people's pocket also. So people is also believing something if come like cheap and best, and we are the one who is providing throughout in Ghana, across Ghana, the cheap and best product. Second, the design and structure of the product. It is so good, like it is ergonomically help you to handle with care. So these 3 products are 3 qualities, like you can.
Sanitation is a big problem in Accra, Nairobi, Mombasa, Lagos. And my question to you is that how do UPPR plastic products or bins help to ameliorate this sanitation challenge across, like how creatively must we use bins, plastic bins, to help the sanitation challenge, or to remove the sanitation challenge, not to help it?
Obviously now this growing world, sanitation is a challenge. But as our leader Dr. Joseph bring an idea to solve this issue within Ghana and across the other country, the win is very helpful because you need a container to park your daily basis, everything what you are going to park. Then mobility of that bin to travel from your house into outside. So win is helping everywhere, but it's very important come to the people's mind who is spreading litter if they can control it by themselves. The sanitation issue is not come from directly what it is come, it comes from the people mind also, who is not taking care of small things. Like if you see the European country and other where, they never spread the thing on the road, on the wall, or spitting anywhere like this. So I have experience when I travel in Europe, I see, and I always try to find out where I can find some rubbish plastic around or some wastage of material, and it was very difficult to find that because the sanitation, the way they are doing is remarkable. Infrastructure wise, yes, of course Ghana is trying a very best, and coming forward there is new technology also come, because I see somewhere like the vacuum technology is used to do clearing of the litter in Germany. So we are hopeful that this challenge, by the time, if we see 50 years ago the history of Africa, how it is, and if you calculate since last 20 years back ago, there is a tremendous change comes in that cleanliness. And we believe that apart from the technology or other thing, if people bring in their mind to keep our space clean, there is a very much reduction in that sanitation area.
Now, when you're a leader, sometimes you have people who don't agree with some ideas you have. You have people who come up with their own ideas as well. So as a leader, how do you create a culture where new ideas are welcomed, even ideas that are opposite yours are welcome, and then you put it all together to help with leading the team?
Yes, there is always an argument and understanding of the things. It is not only with the worker, sometimes even with our colleagues, sometimes with our relative family. So what my approach is like, not to put anything on them like this is right. I give them opportunity to do group discussions.
Correct.
That is the easiest way to understand. So when we are not agree on something, we do normal meetings. We bring them and listen their ideas, and then make them understand the idea you are bringing, whether it related to our vision where we are, or we need to modify some of those things. So at some level, if somebody initially not agree 100%, they start understanding from the perception of different chair that how we are going to look. And there is always a scope. We go through the product development and we see that any idea which is not workable can be workable when it is amended with some different thoughts and the logics. And the things which we very personally looking at, my concept is like, I am believing in logical thinking. Whether it belongs to a product, a person, it always work. When your logic is clear, people understand why it is going to be like this. So
Okay.
that is the way of approach.
When it comes to training people and mentorship, some leaders train on their own, some get outside help, some get outside consultants. What's your approach for keeping the skill level very high in your team? What's your approach?
So in my industry, where we see there is a system like there is a top management, middle management, and lower management. So at their level, pupils like the workers who come, what is essential for them to understand? We guide them through the, as I earlier said, by telling them some story or visual so that they understand. And for the middle level, what they are gone through, somebody is in sale, what sales training he required. For the HR practices, what courses they need to do or implement on the pupils. Same like the finance people, how technology they use to fast track their reports and other things. So we are giving them all those thinking and thoughts so that they learn every day. And moreover, our meeting practicing weekly, occasionally, incidentally, what we are doing. And even after a 3 month, like our darbars are held up. So we come to know, and if anybody, some people have, apart from techno-commercial, some other things also they need in their life. So we mentor them and guide them who is even superior from them, which make the system be very easy. If a subordinate try to understand something and the manager is helping him, that is also a way of train them. Not technologically, but the mentally, by emotional intelligence and other things we use in that. So by keeping my people always we stay with their duty, how they perform, we give them excellent ideas about the things. So from those ideas, some are absorbing, some take time, but literally, slowly, they will all understand.
Okay, all right. So you came to Ghana some time ago and then you returned again in 2025, right? Or 2024, late 2024.
2021 I go back again and then come in 2024.
Okay, all right. So you like Ghana?
Yeah, I love Ghana.
Okay, since it was our Independence Day 2 minutes ago, give us one reason why you like Ghana. Then we'll go for a quick break and we'll come back. What do you love the most about Ghana? One thing.
People love Ghana because I go first in Ethiopia, then Nigeria, then other countries. So what I understand from the Ghana people, they are not so much aggressive the way I see other country pupils.
I hear you.
And they have an interest to learn. If we make them understand the things, they become master of that thing.
Awesome.
Because one of that thing I like in people, even in my factory, some people, they are doing their job in their way, but they are become the master for. You cannot challenge them that this is the way, that is the way, because whatever the way you guide them, they turn it around in his own way.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that learning, it is like their learning ability to understand the thing is good.
On that excellent testimonial on Ghanaians who know how to learn, are willing to learn, we'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Welcome back from the break. You heard the testimonial before we took the break, and we were told that we have a malleable spirit, and we have the propensity to learn and adapt and do well. So, Rajwa, the next question I want to ask you is, you as a plastics expert, how do you stay sharp? How do you stay future ready? Because, you know, with all this AI and new technologies, if you don't keep reading, keep doing courses, keep at the cutting edge of your field, one day you wake up and you realize nobody wants to work with you anymore. So how do you stay sharp, intellectually sharp?
Staying sharp, there is a strategy what I use on myself personally. I always read article about what new comes in technology.
Correct.
Second, I also associate with group of people who are in different organization, who are running different businesses. So I always associate with. I am lucky that throughout and turnaround world, if you see, I have a very good network of my good friends who are in this industry. So in my career, if I learn not only one line of plastic, almost 10 line of plastic, that is only because of my good friend around me. And they are also same level, very intellectual, very wise, and very workable people. So when I start my journey in 1999, I was never think that I lead myself in plastic continuously throughout my life and become, as you give me the name of Plastic Man.
Mm-hmm.
Many of my people, some give me name as Roto Man, that
Okay.
is called Roto Molding Plastic. Some is said Action Man.
That's
So
right.
Those are the name when I hear from people, then I understand
Yeah.
my association with my work, my friend, and learning about the things techno-commercially is helping me to always remain a comfortable zone, that nobody can say me that, oh, this thing is new and I don't know. It's okay that 100% I know, but 98% I reach there.
That is correct. Well, so excellent answer. So in your view, what mindset shift do leaders in Africa need to compete globally?
Yeah, that's very interesting question. What I observe that people who's working around me, and I know some people, they are always looking for a short-term goal.
Ah, okay.
So that short-term goal is not good for leading yourself
Absolutely.
to some place. Let me give you a small example. Every year we do budgeting. So we have a year budget plan, like if I have to achieve some numbers. Then we break it into small short segment.
Correct.
But behind the back of our mind is always remain a big picture. But most of people, they forget about after a week, after a month, and find some other thing to do. So first thing, they need to be very focused. They need to understand what they are going to do. It's very important, because many people today what they do, tomorrow they are not interested, because they get impatient and think and analyze very fast that this is not workable, which is not good. Let's give time to something, because something when you give time, time will come to you.
Indeed. Okay. So they must have a long-term
Long-term
mindset.
vision, that is very important.
Okay. So
And
they can plan.
one of very best example in front of us, our Dr. Joseph. When he start from where he start, where he is now.
Okay.
If that man is not keeping that view, so like other people start, what they are nowhere, but he is still working, and he's carrying his journey with new thought and ideas. So it's a long-term planning.
Correct. So Dr. Joseph Sian Japon
Yeah,
takes a long-term view of business.
long-term view of business.
Okay, all right. Interesting. Well, on the issue of Dr. Joseph Sian Japon, one other thing I can tell you about him is that he also likes to groom young people. I'm sure you know about the next generation group within the Jospon group.
Yeah.
And for you as a business professional, my question to you is, how do you identify and develop emerging leaders within your organization as well?
Yeah, emerging leader in my organization. Every leader, he has some different perspective, and people recognize him by his qualities of doing things. So when I find those things, I bring them and give them assigning on some different jobs.
Correct.
Where they get a opportunity to lead a task individually, independently.
Correct.
As a leader.
Correct.
So giving them small assignments, they feel confident that they are now able to do and handle the thing. Like me, in my experience, when I start my first company, when I switch to another company, everywhere when I get different assignments, I grow in excellence way.
Correct.
So I identify people, give them different assignment, and check on them what is their ability to do, and guide them on the way also. And that is the way we can bring our people upside to bring a new leadership in their young age. Because nowadays it's not the time like if person is start career at the age of 20, he only get anything at the age of 80 or 70 or 60. So now, because the technology, because the other things are so much, and one thing which is very good in this generation is they are very adaptive.
Very much.
That is very adaptive,
That's
which
true.
is helping them to think more stronger. Because now their vision is to just become rich, how fast they can become.
That's true.
That is true.
On the issue of become rich and how fast, it's important then that for the next generation we do a lot of mentoring to mentor them into the kind of people who would make our future secure as a nation, as a continent, and even as a world. So for you, is mentorship always structured, or is it organic? Do you take opportunity to mentor people you meet, even though you don't have a formal mentoring program in UPPR? How do you see mentorship, sir?
I think in this case the mentorship is split.
A split, okay.
Because it is not that if I get a group of 10 people and all are be very organic or to be structured.
Okay.
There is a exceptionality and probability is there.
Okay.
A leader is already, first he is an organic leader.
Okay.
What the way the mentor want him to mold, like it's a plastic molding.
Indeed.
What product you need, you have to mold your people.
Absolutely.
In that area, particular structure leadership is required.
Correct.
It cannot be done without structure.
Absolutely.
So structure is very important.
It's very important. Okay.
Very important.
So we have to use the discipline of the plastic mold
Plastic.
and
Yeah.
structure it well.
Structure it well.
So that we can get good products at the end.
Yes.
Okay, you see, plastic works everywhere. Okay. But on the issue of structuring and good outputs and products, sometimes in Africa we have a bit of a conundrum. I'll explain. You want to grow people, you want to develop them, but at the same time, some people don't like to be accountable. So you find that as you work with them, they don't meet targets and they don't have a good attitude. So how do you balance performance accountability with empathy, and I feel for you and I want to care for you and I want to protect you? Because it's good to be empathetic, but people must also produce results. So how do you balance accountability with empathy?
This is the very big challenge I think almost all industry faces this time.
Okay.
Because individual behavior, and especially in Africa, what I notice here, peer-to-peer competition is too much. They don't know reality, what position they are, but they try to compete and go for an argument with their superior to show them, no, this is not the way, this is the way. And sometimes when they not win the argument, they lose the interest in doing the job and kept idle and not going forward to achieve the work or target which has given to them. So it's only few people doing like this, but my focus is only that who is achievable. Because in organization we prefer them and our empathy is always with them. And in a professional, when you see some people are saying there is a way, you can give them 3 chances. The warning which is coming, the training that is also come, then a understanding of their life. If they are not compromising with their life, they don't want to grow, you cannot grow. You see some plants, you give lot of water to them, but they are not grow. And sometimes when you see even in a stone, some plants are grow. So we need to understand that philosophy also, that rather than putting so much interest in that area which is not giving you business to grow, because end of the day we are entrepreneur and we have to see our industry, it should grow. If it not grow, then who is going to sustain the business?
But can you punish people who repeatedly refuse to perform?
Punish is not like we punish somebody like we are Hitler and punish.
That's true.
We just guide them, because in our family, if I have my son, so how badly I punish him? No way.
Okay.
I just guide him. So same way I use to my people, that learn and understand this is your life. Don't think that if you are not doing this, no other can do. Somebody will replace you.
Correct.
So that is the way we are guiding them.
Okay.
But most importantly, first I give them time.
Correct.
So as I said, 1, 2, 3. 3 is the last one, because you have a limit in your business. You cannot make yourself limitless. Then you lose. Then from where we make the numbers and we do the business.
So as a leader, what has been one of your greatest failure in managing people, and what did you learn from it?
Initially, it was first time in Ethiopia where the language is barrier. Because what I like about Ghana, everybody is able to speak English.
Okay.
Ethiopia, there was a challenge.
Right.
And sometimes the intermediator, the union leader are some miscommunicated.
Correct.
And I thought when I communicate to my people, they understand me.
Correct.
Which is actually not happened because of the intermediate people who is dealing with that.
Yes, please.
That time I suffered for 1 month business, which I think that personally it was not my failure, but I take it my failure, because when you assign somebody to do something and he is failure, that failure. So that is my big failure in Ethiopia, where I cannot communicate and relate with people. That's why now everything what we do now, first thing is more important is your communication.
Correct.
If it is the right way, even you get failure, there is a way to get survive again with
Okay.
an understanding.
So communication
But that
is key.
communication is the key skill.
Wow. Okay. All right. So if 17 years from now, you don't work at UBPI anymore, you've gone back to India or Singapore or Mexico or China, and people had to speak about the legacy you left behind, what 3 things do you think they'll say about you? Your leadership legacy. How did you lead?
I think if I say 3 words,
Okay, 3 words is fine,
so
yes.
very commonly, and I am very blessed, I always hear people talk about me, we believe in you.
Oh, okay. So you are believable.
So
Okay.
I am a believable, and it make me very stronger when people believe in me.
Okay.
So that is given me even more insight and excitement to do more further things.
Absolutely.
So that is the thing, and I think this is a very good thing.
Okay.
When you are in a job and people say about you that we believe in you.
That's a good testimony. So currently, what are some of the exciting projects at UPPR? Do you have any things in the pipeline, or what's the plan?
Currently, we have 5 plans for coming 5 years, but during 2026, the PET project is in pipeline. We are working with UNIDO and MESO. They are
Not all my viewers will understand PET, so just break it down for us. Yes.
Maybe the people understand the PET bottle,
Correct.
where they drink water.
Absolutely.
So this drinking water recycling is come in trend.
Correct.
So we are going to use those recycled bottle to convert it into first flake. Then after flake we convert it into yarn. And that yarn is used for textile activity, where people is seeing that many of the safety people they wear jacket. So that PPE work it can be go through that. But our target is like we are reaching to yarn by coming year.
Interesting. I'm sure you've heard of the phrase slow fashion, where you take waste products and make them into second-hand clothes, make them into bangles, into shoes, and so on and so forth. Now, with plastics, do you convert waste products into plastic products, or do you use plastic products to do other things? How is the plastic life cycle?
Currently, we use this recycled material to do some sort of sanitation and household products.
Okay.
So, as I said earlier, that PET is come enforcement.
Very much.
So that PET we convert it into flakes first thing. Then after flake we turn it around to yarn. That yarn is like in a simple word is like a thread or a spool of thread like, which is directly go further in textile. That textile people make jackets or small accessories, small bag, they can use in that one.
I see. Okay. So Africa has a youthful population, you know. I'm sure you were at the board retreat about a week or two ago at Labadi. Were you there?
No, I was not there.
You were not there. Okay. The statistics across the Jospong group shows that the next gen is a huge percentage of the group. Very 40-50%, if I'm not mistaken. So my question to you is that for those under 40, those under 30 in Africa right now, what 2 or 3 things must they do in order to have a better future for themselves?
For me, like what I am seeing, they are very enthusiastic first thing.
Very much.
They should keep it in themselves.
Keep it up.
Second thing, somewhere when there is a lack of discipline, they should not indiscipline themselves.
Correct.
Because sometimes at their age, sometimes some people is think that they learn everything, which is not possible. So there is their senior mentors people. They should go and learn from all those people by their experience in industry what they are learning, which even helping them. So first thing, discipline, learning, and remain enthusiastic.
Okay.
Which drive the generation to lead.
Okay. So you come originally from India.
Yeah.
India has a large population.
Very large.
Now, what 2 or 3 things is India doing well that Africa can copy from?
It's just like a question. We cannot compare an apple with banana.
That's true.
Because if we say generational wise, that generation is a very big gap.
Okay.
If we say Ghana, like almost 30 million population is
Right.
there. What I have seen beauty in Ghana people, you know, when you want to grow in a small circle, there is a more chance to grow. And that growth is only come by your good dedication. So in our country, since last 1947 when we get freedom, there is also a lot of challenges and so. But one thing, when you grow in a big environment, things look very big. But no matter that a small thing is not cannot do. Even in small, you can do a very good thing because there is a less chance of failure in that area. So what Africa country need to understand from, go continues on new technical and logical plus the learning habits to develop. And that learning habit, what they learn from them, should not put on a small task or short-term goal. They should go with a higher, broader spectrum. That because when we see Asian people, Africa, we consider all 54 countries are become Africa, and that is even very bigger.
That's true.
So when your roots connect to each other across the border and help each other to develop, it will even bring massive change. What people see in India compared to America or other European country. And I believe if Africa follow those track, even lead more than that.
So across Africa, there are a lot of Indian restaurants, and Indian cuisine is very interesting. Tell us what's so special about Indian cuisine and what some of your favorite Indian dishes are, so that those who are watching might go out tomorrow and buy some Indian food.
I learned because of Indian is spreading everywhere. Even just few days ago, I read an article where I come to know that in UK, it's more than 3,070 Indian restaurants.
Wow.
So I was just thinking that how it is possible.
Lamb tikka and chicken tikka.
Because people is spreading everywhere.
Yes.
So there is so many cuisine in India. I belong to north area of India.
Okay.
So definitely I prefer my north cuisine to be everybody to be tried.
Correct.
Which is normally say as worldwide famous tandoori chicken.
Yeah, very famous.
Very famous,
Yes.
and it is available everywhere.
That's true.
Even Ghanaians also do the same, but this is a different recipe they do.
Okay.
It's just a difference of spices. Otherwise, it is also same.
I see.
So tandoori chicken is my favorite one. I used to take here also after every 2 weeks.
Do you go to a restaurant or is made at home for you?
Yeah, I go to restaurant here. It's
Okay.
a salt and pepper restaurant in Spintex.
In Spintex?
Yeah.
That's your favorite place?
Favorite place.
Okay, all right. So tell us about your family. Is your family here with you or they are back home in India?
Yeah, I am getting a family visa here. But
Okay.
as my son is studying in college,
Okay.
so we cannot compromise with his study.
That's correct.
But last year my wife came here, and this year also expected that they are coming here.
Okay.
So in my family I have one son,
Okay.
my wife, my father, and I have 2 brothers who is elder to me. One of my brother is superintendent of police, assistant superintendent of
Really?
police.
In India?
In India.
So he can arrest you?
And
Okay.
one of my brother is assistant industrial training.
Okay.
So
Public sector. They are both in the public sector.
both are in government
Really?
sector. Yeah.
But you're in private sector. How come you didn't follow the
Because
government?
during childhood, I see some of my relative and relatives' parents. The lifestyle I don't like, or the way.
So there's a problem? That's true. If you want to make real money, then you go to
Even
private
I
sector.
was more eligible to get government job there.
Oh, really?
But I choose my private life
I hear you,
to
sir.
work with, because my vision during childhood that I should go and move around the globe.
Okay.
So I am lucky that Asia, Middle East, I have gone through. Even Europe, 2 countries I gone through.
Interesting.
So now my interest is like to be move around whole the world.
You know, it's interesting you say that because there's a lot of articles in the last 10 years that people of Indian descent have led Pepsi Cola, they've led Microsoft, they've led. So it's as if there are a lot of Indian professionals who are doing well, even in the US, and taking some of the highest positions in some of the biggest companies.
Yes.
So what makes Indians so adventurous to want to go out and be the best and compete even outside India?
As I said, that the key is your interest.
Okay.
And if you give time to your interest and passionate about that, you don't know where God will take you to.
That's correct.
Because many of the people's story I see, even our Dr. Joseph's story.
Yes.
So when we read about him and listen about him, it's the same, the dedication in his life, what he's looking for. So same thing, everywhere in the world, your dedication, your interest, your passion decide where you go.
I understand. Now, you mentioned God a couple of times in this interview. Are you a Christian?
No, I'm not a Christian, I am a Hindu.
Interesting.
But we believe in God very much.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. So, on that Hindu note, are there any closing remarks you want to make about UPPR or the Jospong Group or just being in Ghana? I will close with your closing remarks.
My closing remark, working with Jospong Group, I feel myself very blessed. Second thing, the way I see the group, the diversity of group is very expandable, and coming future there is a more scope in growing industry. So like in UPPR where we work with the 8 machine injection, I give my view to my superior, and they are looking at that set because 5-year business plan I mentioned, where we go in different molding industry, and with that where we work now, it's a 10x time growth in that business area if we are going to achieve that one.
Excellent. On that molding note, I pray that this interview has been stimulating for you, and some of the thoughts we've shared will help to mold you into a better professional, a better young person, a better parent, and an altogether better person. So thank you for joining us on this edition of Titles and Trailblazers. We'll be back again with more very soon. Good night.
Funeral announcement. Nana Kwame Bafo IV, Omanhene of Nkranza traditional area. Nana Kofi Edu, Oyoko Ebusiapenyin of Insuta Kwabrim. Ebusiapenyin Yao Teria, Dromankoma Nkranza. Openyin Yao Esiedu Kumasi, George Donko Accra. Evans Edusei Accra. Oba Penyin Akusia Furiwa. Mami Akusia Dinchine. Mami Ya Magi Kumasi. Mami Ama Sewa Kumasi, Nana Ama Icha Nkranza, Mami Efia Tiwa Nkranza, Mami Adwa Konedu Nkranza, Akosia Nyameche Sesiman, Grace Konedu Sesiman, Yao Eji and siblings Bonte, Nana Dodu, Asuna Ankobia Hene Akrojia, Eric Sakodie Nkranza, Grace Dunyina Sesiman, Samuel Edusei Kumasi, and Kofi Asante France regret to announce the passing of their beloved Emmanuel Yausru, popularly known as Santi. Father, Openyin Yausru deceased. Mother, Mami Ajwa Adoma deceased. Emmanuel Yausru was survived by a daughter, Esther Adoma Sru. Siblings, Nana Kwame Bafo IV, Omanhene of Nkranza traditional area, Rose Ajin Kumasi, Yao Eji Nkranza, Ya Ejewa Kumasi, Ya Pukia Belgium, Akwisi Kodum Accra, Kweku Bafo Belgium, Nana Adwa France, Elder Clement Osei Bunsu Kumasi, Richard Sro USA, Kofi Asante Germany, Yao Eji aka Atizo Nkranza, Yausro aka Quench Accra, Kwabena Eje Germany, Kwame Donko USA, Mami Sewa UK, Akosia Kwa UK, Atasro Kakra and Atasro Penyin USA, Akosia Kwa Nyamisene USA, Ekia Kwa UK, Amahinewa Accra, Ekia Enchiwa Kumasi, Nanaya Adowa USA, Pa Kofi Accra, Ajwa Mercy, Ekia Ajeman, Mami Sophia, Akosia Ajuswa, Mami Ajwa, Nana Ekia all of Kumasi, Kwejo Enin Kumasi, Efia Sewa aka Mother Accra, Emmanuel Ocher Dako Prempe College Basic Schools Kumasi, Francis Edu GES Kumasi. Funeral arrangements are as follows. Lying in state, Saturday, 28th March 2026, Star International School in Nkranza, Bono East, from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. Burial Mass, Saturday, 28th March 2026, at the St. Martin de Porres Catholic Church in Nkranza at 10 a.m. Burial, Saturday, 28th March 2026, in Nkranza Cemetery. Final funeral rites, Saturday, 28th and Sunday, 29th March 2026 at the Star International School premises in Nkranza from 12 noon to 5 p.m. each day. Thanksgiving service, Sunday, 29th March 2026 at the St. Martin de Porres Catholic Church in Nkranza. Family gathering, Monday, 30th of March 2026 at the Family House in Nkranza. All friends and sympathizers are cordially invited.
Ni Allah Okang Mashin the First, Drase Akuchoche, Ni Ajay Oduman, head of Ni Ajay Nkpawe, Na Odua Obanyehe the First, Senye, Asafwache Allah Koko the Fourth, Charles Ni Allah Ajete, acting head of Ni Adetuawe, Ni Larry Ajete Allah, head of Ajete Okantewe, Reverend Sam Mensa, head of Ni Ofoliwe, Ni Francis Mensa Eje Aku, head of Ni Eje Odawe, Reverend Dr. Lai Mensa Fio, head of Ni Eje Arebiwe, Ni Ebenezer Ajete Lume, acting head of Ni Ajete Okanshawe, Ni Michael Aje Okan, Ni Osaboni, Ni Solomon Mashikwe, Ni DK Mensa Modin, Ni Ebenezer Akwete J, Ni Francis Sowa Okan, Kahielo, Emmanuel Akron Oduman, Ochiame, Na Odua Ajite, Chair Lady of Ni Ajay Nkpawe Kupe, HRDH Ni Kwade Okupon the First, Abese Adontimanche, Professor Ablade Glover, acting Kowe Akuchoche and Bobiwe, Shia Onukman Numo Usabuanu, head of Ni Usabuwe, Ni Okpoti Kwamina, head of Kwakranyawe, Na Akwa Brenya the First, Abese Oshebolanye, Agbumlite Manche, Na Akwa Omanye Nye the First, Asafwache Akosasu, Asafwache Tutuani the Fourth, His Excellency Amakai Amate Fiu, the Latte family, Quality family of Accra, 2nd D, United States, United Kingdom, and the entire members of Ni Ajay Nkpawe and the entire members of the Presbyterian Church La announce the glorious home call of their beloved Madame Nora Edna Oduman, which sad event occurred in Accra after a short illness, age 82. Funeral arrangements are as follows. There will be no wakekeeping. Burial service, Friday 20th March 2026 at Nativity Presbyterian Church, La, at 8:30 a.m. Interment, private. Thanksgiving service.